No point in milling about. I'm not a miller. Well, depends really. Not a Miller Lite. Miller's a beer or a lager, isn't it?
Yes, but I think the term miller is from someone who makes flour.
That would make a lot of sense. The first one that came to my mind, the worst is the first thing that came to my mind when I said Miller.
A person who owns or works in a corn mill.
Okay. The worst
so obviously, that became a surname because, John, he's a miller, so John Miller. And then it congressed into that. Like Cooper is someone who makes barrels.
That's interesting. I didn't know that. I learned something today. And so did all of you, chat.
Yeah, we're going into like surnames here, like how surnames were made. Like, as you know, a surname ending in son usually means son of.
Yeah.
Like Smithson, son of Smith. Surname Smith, Smiths.
He was a blacksmith.
Aye, he be a blacksmith.
Wow, we are upgrading a lot of stuff soon.
We are. Sorry, I kind of ran away with your intro there.
No, you're good, because what I was going to say is when I said Miller, is it worse that the first thing I thought when Miller, I was thinking the kind of player in a TCG who mills their cards. That's where my brain immediately went. That's how I'm wired.
Well, you play more TCG often, so of course you'd go to something that you're more familiar with. Whereas me,
you're all about that niche knowledge.
Well, a little bit, but I'll admit sometimes if you said Miller, I'd probably end up following up through with and Carter.
Yo, I ain't been to Miller and Carter in forever.
For anyone who doesn't know, Miller and Carter is a steakhouse.
A chain of steakhouses, yes.
Chain of steakhouses. Pretty basic, but pretty good.
They're basic, but like in terms of like my first steakhouse, they're kind of pretty good. They do an amazing tomahawk. It was like last time I went, it was like 50 quid. So it's probably now about 149 pounds. But yeah, you get like a lovely little tomahawk, like 30-ounce tomahawk. Oh, sensational! Right, what are we complaining about? We're low on front wings. We're low on front wings. Cry about it. Right.
What about the back wings? Can't we stick a back wing on the front?
That would create a severe downforce imbalance. Anyway, we have a weather center upgrade.
Would it be a case of the car takes off and flies off?
No, because the back wing of a Formula 1 car is presses like the back of the car into the ground, so I think it would... Yeah, it's not designed to go on the front, though.
Alright, so it'd be a case of if for some crazy and absurd reason we stuck it on the front, it really pressed the front down.
Yeah, I mean, there are some... Back when F1 was really losing its mind in the late 90s, there are images out there of teams making smaller versions of the rear wing and putting it kind of like on the nose cone to get additional downforce for Monaco. I'll have to dig one of those out and post it in the F1 Discord.
Old F1 chat.
Indeed. Yeah. How's it going, Bolter Rob? I hope you're having a wonderful Friday. We have a new weather center. This is excellent. Yes, no need to refurbish because it's good to now know that whenever you upgrade a facility, it also by default refurbs it fully to maximum condition. So that's good to know.
Because you've just built it. So.
Well, it does, but there are some games that would just be like, meh.
Stick it in the middle. That sort of thing.
New upgrade, Team Hub.
Lovely. Now they can go somewhere to relax.
And that upgrades, that doubles our weekly experience gain and our attractiveness goes up. Sponsorship obligation. Right, we are here. We're in for
with the Spanish Grand Prix.
Quite the race weekend at the Spanish Grand Prix in just a couple of days. At the moment, Ferrari lead the pack in the constructors by 31 points, but Max Verstappen is top of the drivers by 7 points. Everyone is sure to be keeping a close eye on Max. Even more as me on Carlos. We'll be sure. Well, yeah, I mean, it's Carlos's home Grand Prix. Anyway, we should... so let's have a look. Almost here.
Yes, guys.
So I'm quite hopeful for the Spanish Grand Prix because it's got a mix of speeds. I think it's actually going to suit our car, and I'm hoping with the right strategy, we can execute and hopefully go ahead and get a good result. So the thing that's also worth mentioning is, of course, this is on the new patch. So the game got patched. So this is our first race on patch 1.08, I want to say. So we'll see how that goes. Anyway, race, review the targets. I reckon we're going to reach Q2. Qualifying position, yes. I think we're going to reach Q2. I reckon we're going to carry on the streak of finish 3 races in a row with at least one driver reaching at least 15th position. Well, we've done that. That's excellent. Not going to guarantee the fastest lap. I think that is absurd. You finish building on the 30th. Next day equals maintenance because new month kind of BS shenanigans. Oh, really? Does that work that way? That sucks. Next facility in line to be finished is the scouting department, hospitality area, and then the race simulator. So 3 more upgrades in the next 10 days. And if we look at the cars, we are working on a new underfloor, which will be completed in 7 days. And that will open us up to do another new project. So I'm excited for that. Of course, both drivers are still learning the new front wing on the car. So if we go to the warehouse and if we look at the front wing, we of course have one damaged of these newer front wings, but you know, we'll survive. Anyway, let's move on. No idea about this game, just something that's been done. Oh, fair enough. Let's move on to the race weekend. Yes, it has. Oh, I remember that. That's that legendary scene of Mansell and Senna going down the main straight, just sparking away side. Oh, beautiful. It's a classic Formula 1 scene.
At this early stage in the season, there are still plenty of opportunities for things to change. In this sport, there simply are no guarantees. The competition is on.
Aye, the competition is indeed on. Right. Here we are, practice 1 for the Spanish Grand Prix. I am hopeful of a good result. So thankfully our guys are up to knowledge with the new front wing. So hopefully, you know, we're going to get some new underfloors before Monaco. Good place to get some new underfloors for. Hopefully, we will see. Car setup. I mean, where do we go here? Where do we go? I mean, clearly we're going to want some. I mean, maybe we're going to want to put this on to get that, and then we're going to want that. Anti-roll bars. I mean, let's try this. Anyway, run plan for 15 laps. That looks good. Alonso definitely seems to want more understeer, maybe. So let's crank that there. Bit of this. Bit of this, maybe. Let's give that a crack. All right. And away we go into managing practice 1.
Nice.
Radio check. Yeah, loud and clear.
Go.
It's green now.
Be gone, Sebastian. Hopefully, we'll be able to pull out a good strategy this weekend and get Seb his points, because I'm confident about Spain. Spain's one of those tracks that I've just got confidence on, be it the F1 games or be it this game. I think we're gonna do all right here, you know. A solid 15 lap stint for our boys. And they've also changed it for the fuel as well. It doesn't give plus or minus in terms of laps. It gives plus or minus in terms of kilograms of fuel left. So that's something to keep an eye on. Hopefully it will make more sense. Oh. Alonso already causing a yellow flag for running wide. That's not a good sign. Yeah, I know Alonso ran wide. I am aware that it happened. Let's see what we can get in terms of setup knowledge, though. I wonder what tyres those guys are on. Okay, Hamilton on the hards. We're quite close to the McLaren on the softs, though. Within half a second, at least with Vettel. Apparently Perez is really struggling. Hopefully this is enough laps to actually get some feedback in terms of the setup, because those comments have not gone up very quickly. Okay, we've got 4 out of 5 for Vettel, so I'd like for him to actually be able to get 5 out of 5 before he comes back in. But I don't think it's going to happen. No, they're both already heading to the garage. That's frustrating. We're not going to get full information on our setup. So maybe we need to go a little bit longer on our run. Just a couple of laps.
Copy. Pit entry. Copy.
Okay, so far, 13th and 16th. But if Alonso were to improve by 0.2 of a second, he'd be 8th.
Oh, okay.
So that's good. You know, I like that. 4 out of 5 feedback for Seb. So far, it's not good. So far, Seb hates it. So let's bring that more in line. Do you know what? Let's just make that change and see. Actually, no. Let's... The cornering is apparently still bad. Let's make that change and see how he feels about it. Let's go for another set of soft tyres. And let's go for 20 laps. How does Alonso feel about this setup? He also hates it. I'm going to keep the straights where they are, maybe. So let's... Let's try that. Run plan, another 20 laps. Confirm that. And let us speed this up a little bit. And we'll see if we can get some useful information out of our two, well, quite frankly, fabulous world champions. You know, 6 world championships between these two. You'd think they'd know how to drive a Formula 1 car and give us some good information about it. But I've been wrong in the past. Right on board with Seb. Just for a hot minute. Oh. Yeah, but I'm thinking only the one race for this stream. And the reason I say that is I was explaining to Mike a little bit before going live. I've got a lot of paperwork that I need to sort out in terms of my mortgage. It was looking like I might not have been able to stream today given the day that I actually had. But I thought, you know what? No. I'm at least coming on to do the Spanish Grand Prix. Because I feel good about the Spanish Grand Prix, and given my day, if I can have a good Spanish Grand Prix on here, that would cap it off quite nicely. Because then, we get to go into Monaco next time out. No one likes Monaco.
Yeah, so I think we have some bad memories of Monaco.
Oh, we
IRL
do.
And not IRL.
In other news, it is the Singapore Grand Prix this weekend. Arguably the hardest race for the drivers on the whole calendar because it's the longest. Like, the circuit isn't the longest, but it's got like 61 or 62 laps. So it does near enough go the full 2 hours that it's allotted. And it's the first time there's been a Singapore Grand Prix since 2019, so I'm pretty excited for it. And then after Singapore, it's Japan, and oh, I love the Japanese Grand Prix. I adore the Japanese Grand Prix. And the Japanese Grand Prix is a very early one. So, like, when the Japanese Grand Prix is on, like, UK time, oh, it's early. In some annoyingly bad news for today, though. The exclusivity rights for F1 remain on Sky until 2029. Oh dear, which means no F1 TV for the UK and Ireland. Now, I myself, I use a VPN and it works wonderfully, but they're sitting there and announcing like, good news! Exclusivity and a monopoly is not good news. In my humble plebeian opinion. Also, I just want to give a shout out to the Hasses right now. 6th and 7th. They're looking good. Vettel improves. And Alonso is probably due to improve. So, oh no, Vettel! He keeps it out the wall. Ooh. Just.
At least we don't.
Woof, that was close. The amount of feces that nearly exited my body if he had broken the car, because we've got no. Yeah. We've got one spare front wing. Right, Vettel
just front wing. We don't have a spare car.
Yeah, just the front wing. Seb, you got to make it work. Seb and braking has not gone well. Maybe his braking stability is going to be bad on his feedback, I bet.
Any thoughts on
okay.
Set of options?
This is good. This is good.
Car was good. All good here.
Copy.
That's progress. Right, well, let's push a little bit with Seb then.
You can stop, lift and coast.
Let's go to Alonso. Oh, it would appear that a McLaren and a Red Bull are racing. Get that, Red Bull racing. Good reference. Alonso hates it still.
Very bad.
No, God. It's very bad, apparently. All right, well, we'll leave them out there to get some track acclimatization, unless they both decide to just come in. Alonso's track acclimatization going up faster than Vettel's, though. Vettel at 25%, Alonso at 32%. Anyway, they're both now heading to the garage. And now they come round. There we go. Alright, so let's see what Alonso has to say about this setup. Because he's not a fan of it at the moment. His highest setup confidence is 31%. Okay, so we've got oversteer in a good place. His straights are in a bad place, so he wants more angle on the straights. I think that's probably worth a try. Tyres, let's fit a set of mediums. Let's just get that set up put on the car. We're not actually going to go back out, but I think it's worth getting that set up on the car. 54% for Sebastian. Very nice. Okay, very nice. So we need to bring traction. Okay, so let's... We need to get cornering up. We need to bring traction. Traction's like there. Straights he wants more. So let's put straights back there. Okay, so hold on. Maybe... Okay, hold on. Let's bring that in line. Let's put his straights there. Right, okay, hold on. Front wing all the way down. this all the way down. I'm trying to work out where I can get his straights to be. Okay, well, let's mess around with some other bits here. This oversteer one is proving to be quite the challenge to get his oversteer where I want it to be. Okay, that's fine. His traction there is good. I need his traction. Alright, yeah, sure. Let's try this. Why not? Anyway. Let's just get the car reconfigured and then we'll finish this up in practice 2, I think. Minute left to go. Perez actually fastest. Magnussen stays 7th. Mick Schumacher 9th. Haas looking okay, you know. Williams still slowest, but sometimes it do be like that. All right, Checo fastest. Verstappen running the mediums. Bottas also on the mediums. Interesting. All right. Well, let's see what we can achieve in practice 2. I think practice 2, what we're going to do is we're going to go medium. And we are going to do a long run. We are going to do like 25 laps, I think. We're just going to go out there, do a run. And, clean up the track and also get some laps in with these guys. You know, we need to get some knowledge on their setup. We need to get them both in a better place. Vettel's looking okay. Alonso requires the most work. We'll also get an idea for tyre wear, because right now, Spain ain't looking too bad for tyre wear. Like, we did a 20-lap run on those soft compound tyres, and they seemingly lasted quite a while. So we can use this session to get the track acclimatization up. Magnussen coming out. Norris. There we go. Both guys in fresh air right now. So Alonso, we know Alonso uses tyres more than Sebastian. That's just a given. Seemingly looking to be just shy of 3% per lap, which isn't bad. Well, Magnussen out the blocks, but much faster than us. But we're on heavy fuel. We're doing like a race simulation right now. We're not pushing. We're just getting laps under our belt. We can do our quali simulation near the end of the session. Vettel's got a lot of cars around him while Alonso is in mostly fresh air. Let's see how the tyres respond to some pushing. Let's see how the cars respond to pushing in general.
Oh, we've had a spin.
Magnussen spinning. That is mighty unfortunate. PBs from the boys. Stroll spins as well in the Alpine. Okay, so Alonso's pace not looking too bad. He's 12th at the moment. Vettel down in 16th. Although they're not really setting personal bests on these laps anymore. How are their tyres looking? Still got plenty of percent of life left in them. Alonso does have Verstappen for company. Track grip is high. So within theory, the lap time should be tumbling. That is, of course, all within theory, though. Hopefully get some feedback from the drivers fairly soon.
What do you think?
All right, there we go.
It feels okay. Copy that.
We are up to okay with Alonso. Let's bring him in. And we've got a great with Sebastian.
Coming in or doing any more?
Car was great.
Copy.
All right, well, let's bring them both in. Sometimes I think it's, you know, not necessarily like the changes. I think like the drivers are just getting used to the setup and how it works. That's like my logic to it, at least. All right, Alonso comes in. Let's see what he says. 79%. There we go. All right, so we just need to get his traction in a better place. Okay, so now we just need to... Let's try that. Then we'll try that with Fernando. And then what we do is we go to tyres, we go to softs, the run plan. Let's go back to 20 laps. Just to run another set of soft tyres. Let's bring Vettel in. What does Vettel think? 86%. Very nice. Okay, so we've got good cornering and we've got great everything else. So how do we get cornering to... The problem is when it's in the middle like that, it's very hard to know where to go with it. Let's see if we can give this a bit of a go. Soft tyres once again. Run plan of 20. And then we'll be on the soft tyres and we'll be able to actually, you know, maybe set a little bit more of a representative time. I feel like I'm slowly getting there with setups. Slowly. No expert. They are very finicky still. I don't want these guys to actually push out the box. I do want them to... I want the tyres to last. I'm happy for them to push the fuel. Which, to be fair, actually, I don't really think the fuel is much of an issue. I think it is like the getting the tyres to last. But Vettel and Alonso already kind of going up a bit higher. Yellow in sector 1 for a reason.
Just had a spin.
It was Schumacher. I only got 2 out of the feedback so far, which isn't great. Get these guys to attack for a couple of laps. I do want to see if we've got some raw pace. Oh, bless me. Whew. No massive sign of raw pace, I'll be honest. Still 4 out of 4 for the comments. So hopefully these guys do manage to get... There we go.
Thoughts on coming in or doing any more?
So it was still great for Sebastian.
Well done. Car was great.
Understood.
So maybe it's great, but a higher percent. Maybe like encroaching on the 90s. Is there a way to see here?
How's the balance?
Hey!
Yeah, I think it's good, guys.
We got it great with Alonso as well. Very nice. All right. Oh, no. Very good. Very good. I'm happy with this so far.
Pit lane.
Copy. So, Sebastian, make sure you get your pit limiter as you come in the pit lane.
Pit limiter. Do not forget your limiter of the pit lane speed. We're only 1.2 and 1.4 off. Though this is P2. So, you know. 92% with Seb. Okay, so we got the cornering up to great. So I think what we do, we just sit out the rest of this session, in all honesty. At least with Seb. And then I might just get the game to simulate practice 3. Just because I'm lazy. Right, what's Alonso saying? Also 92%. And that's with an optimal. So maybe some of Seb's is, you know, they could be better, but... Alright, well, you know, I'm happy with the way that that is. So we're going to simulate practice 3 and then we will go into qualifying. Is that everyone done? Right, there we go. Anyway, we got a good amount of laps done. Checo fastest on the medium as well. Wow, very impressive. All right. Very good. Very nice.
Today, we see the culmination of the team's practice.
Yeah. Whatever, Crofty. Okay, so we will... We're just going to simulate the session. Yep. See if we get any better setups. I don't know if we will. We got P13, P18. That's kind of to be expected, although Seb being 7 tenths off Alonso doesn't sit right with me. I know Vettel's taken a bit of a knock in terms of like his performance dips on race weekends because of media responsibilities, but even then 7 tenths of a second is kind of insane. Either way, I think we're in a good spot. So now it's time for qualifying. How many sets of tyres do we have? We have 3 fresh sets of tyres. Yeah. 3 fresh sets of tyres. Okay. We'll see what 3 fresh sets of tyres can do for us. I think we will... Yeah, we'll go out now. We'll send Seb out straight away. And I think we will wait with Alonso.
Loud and clear.
And we will get Alonso to do his lap in a bit. Let's go on board with Sebastian. Get him to do his first lap. See what a lap of the Spanish Grand Prix looks like with the 4-time world champion. Hitting 321 kilometers an hour into turn 1. That's the first sector. First sector is... Looked like it was just about a 23. We do, of course, have a Red Bull behind us, so that's going to be taking the purples away from us.
Let's have a look. So this was the Aston Martin.
Okay. We need new front wings.
Oh, a nasty crash there.
We need new front wings.
And the team had such high hopes today. What a shame.
Great job, Seb. You know, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Yeah, just pit. Just pit. Right, well, Alonso, you clearly can't do much worse, so I suppose out you go. Yeah, let's bring Seb in.
Bastion pit lane.
Sebastian's something, all right.
So use pit limiter, pit limiter.
Right, we are going to need to manufacture front wings after this. We're not going to change tyres, Seb. You are going to, unfortunately, have to go through on... Yeah, you're going to have to go through on... you're going to have to try on a scrub set, sadly. Right. On board with Alonso now. Maybe we actually get to see what a lap looks like from Fernando Alonso. It's funny because I heard the screech of brakes while I was looking down and I was like, I know exactly what's happened. Right, immediately Alonso looks faster. He immediately looks a couple tenths faster than Seb just through the first sector alone. Track temperature nearly 40 degrees centigrade. That sounds disgustingly hot. Big lift from Alonso. Clearly not that confident in the car. Oh, gets front end nicely. Right, Vettel, you're going to go now. You're going to go on the scrub set. Hopefully you'll have a bit of clear track. There does seem to be a Ferrari in front of him. Clambering all over that first curb. Good acceleration from Alonso, though. Let's see where the lap time puts him. It is a 1:19 by the looks of it. We're only a tenth and a bit faster than the Alpha Tauri. But I suppose we are a second or just under a second faster than the Williams. So, you know, we take those W's where we can get them. And we've got minor chassis damage with Seb as well, so something to consider. But anyway, now we go again with Sebastian.
Copy. Pit entry. Copy.
Don't mess it up this time, sunshine. You know, with the way Seb's been performing this year, I don't know if he's going to be worth investing in for next season. We might look at some younger talent for next season. Of course, Alonso, we've got him signed because we signed Alonso on a 2-year deal. I don't know if the Alphas cost us time there or not. Didn't look like it. So Vettel hasn't improved through the first sector, which I'm not surprised at. He is now carrying chassis damage, of course. It's going to, of course, be green for the rest of the lap. Well, because he's actually got a complete car. I'm not bitter at the moment, of course. You know, I'm just stating fact. This is going to be more along the lines of an L1 lap time, I'm feeling, from Seb. I haven't got the confidence that this has been a quick lap. It's a 1:20. And it is half a second off his teammate Alonso. Right. I'm gonna wait with Alonso. Yeah, we're gonna wait. With Seb, I'm gonna give him another crack on a fresh set of tyres.
Someone spun out.
Seb, I want to get a couple of runs in. Right, let's reconfigure Alonso. Let's get him set on that fresh set of tyres. Hopefully Seb will have enough time to do this lap and get out again. I don't know if he will or not. But either way, we are at least ahead and in fresh air. There is a Williams just up the road, but I think that's also on a flying lap and shouldn't get in our way. It's also not a Williams, it's a Red Bull, so it's a faster car than us. As Seb goes yellow once again in the first sector, so not even a personal best. But again, I'm not overly shocked. Chassis damage. That Red Bull does also look like it's on an out lap, but it does get nicely out of our way-ish. It did definitely take the racing line there. I don't think this is on for an improvement. No, yellow again. Sainz is 7.5 tenths off Leclerc as well. So we're not going to have enough time to run again with Seb. So I think it is sadly going to be P17. He crosses the line. It is a better final sector, but it's not an improvement overall. So Seb out in Q1. Let's see if we can get Alonso through. That's going to be the question. I think we're going to want to be at the front of this train. Or at the back of it.
Always nice to be at the front.
Oh, there goes an Alpine. Right, here comes everyone. Let's go. Right, there we go. We're behind a Ferrari, I think. Okay, I'm actually okay with us being behind a Ferrari. Like, the only one you'd also rather be behind is a Red Bull because of how fast they are.
Mm.
So, Vettel did not get through. Can Alonso get through into Q2? This wouldn't be the first time. Of course, Miami, which is one neither you or Lee were here for. Fernando actually got through to Q3. And, of course, he did get 5th place in Miami. Big haul of points.
Mm.
Right, here we go. So Alonso right now is just over a tenth or just under a tenth and a half off the bubble. Can he improve enough? Because I mean, 0.2 of a second jumps us to P10. Can Alonso pull it out the bag around Spain? The circuit he scored his last victory at in Formula 1.
Oh, interesting.
2013 was Alonso's last win. In Ferrari, around the Spanish Grand Prix, doing 4 pit stops, believe it or not. It was a fully dry race as well. There's a little factoid for you statisticians. Alonso green, first sector.
Thankfully, I am not a statistician, because that went over my head.
What can we do in the middle? Is it also another green? It is. We are looking currently on for an improvement with Fernando.
Okay, and all the way to 0. All the way to 0. Car off.
Yeah, car is definitely off. Can confirm. Okay, Mick Schumacher goes 7th. Fastest. Haas looking very good. Stroll goes 11th. What can Alonso do? Up to the line. He goes 13th fastest. Not the biggest improvement, but he does jump one of the Alphas. And now everyone else comes through to complete their laps. We're looking at the Alfa Romeos. Latifi can't improve. Albon's going to come across the line. He doesn't improve. Yeah, I think we're through. Actually, no, we might not be. Both Alphas could knock us down. Bottas does. Zhou does. And Magnussen also does. We are out in Q1. Magnussen gets 8th place.
Yeah, I guess.
It's
He said
unfortunate.
sarcastically.
It's unfortunate, but the points are
Somewhat
scored.
expected.
The points are scored on Sunday. You know, we don't have the fastest car. We know we don't have the fastest car.
Time has come for these drivers
Indeed.
to fight it out wheel to wheel.
Aston Martin were on target for qualifying.
Yeah, on target for qualifying. Did Aston beat Williams? Yes. Yeah, I guess they were on target then.
Although we didn't see a
Indeed.
standout performance from Alpine during qualifying, everything's still open to them.
Oh, look at the Lance Stroll. Oh, look at him.
Hello, I'm Lance Stroll.
Kicked out of his own team.
How dare you?
All right. Well. So how do we want to run this strategy? That's the question.
That is indeed a question, yeah.
Apparently it's 2-stop. I figure it's not a 2-stop. I think there is secret option D here.
Three stop? One stop.
One stop. Aye, one
Oh,
stop.
that, I don't know, that's a bit...
I think that looks doable.
Yeah.
I think that is achievable.
Okay.
Well, it's achievable with Seb, because he's got good tyre wear. Alonso, on the other hand, does not have good tyre wear. So strategy with Alonso. I think what we might do with Alonso is we split the strategy. We start on the medium and we go to the hard tyre.
Okay.
It's going to be more manageable in the long run, I think.
Yeah.
Because going on to that hard tyre gives us the flexibility later in the race. Whereas Vettel going on to the hard tyre first, it's more about the long game. We know he's got the better tyre wear. He can actually extend and then push at the end. That's kind of the idea that I'm going with, at least.
All right.
So we'll see if either of these turn out to be the right strategy. Can we get points today? That is a big question.
Points means prizes.
Points does mean prizes. We are currently P7 in the constructors' standings.
It's a somewhat overcast day for the drivers who've now taken position on the grid.
Somewhat overcast for Spain.
Looking at Fernando Alonso.
Spain is just pain without with an S at the front of it. So
There's a fair bit of ground to make up. And for the second driver, it's Sebastian Vettel.
it is Sebastian Vettel.
Yesterday, so today they'll be starting from the bottom half of the grid.
Yes, yes they will.
They're just moments away now.
All right, here we go. Tension builds.
One of the oldest races on the Formula One calendar. This is the Spanish Grand Prix.
And away it
Lights
goes.
out, and away we go.
It is indeed lights out and away we go.
Copy.
Let's get involved with Alonso.
I'm going to get a drink.
What tyre is everyone on? So Alonso is on the medium down here.
Need to push now.
Lots of the guys ahead are on the hard, so Alonso needs to try and get some moves done early on, if possible. As we ride on board.
No saving required.
Yeah, copy, mate.
Meanwhile, Vettel is, of course, going to be saving his tyres, so we're not pushing as hard with Vettel. Let's try and sneak through on this Alfa Romeo. Doesn't look like we can. We want to try and get through and climb past the Haas of Mick Schumacher. That's ideal. Well, those soft tyres are getting destroyed on the opening lap. Leclerc still leads on the mediums, though. No, Perez now leads on the soft compound tyre. So apparently with the patch, we should see improved like difference in tyre wear. Oh, Alonso was in a good position to squirt the throttle, but couldn't. I'm not going to use ERS too much now. I'm going to wait until we've got DRS. Although it does look like he might be in a good position here.
Use overtake.
That Alfa Romeo looks susceptible. Can Alonso make the move? Answer is no. They are battling hard, though. Mick Schumacher breaking away from this foursome at the back here. Where is Sebastian Vettel? He is just keeping a watch. Those guys now seem to have backed off on their soft tyre. So Ricciardo looking like he could already be well out of DRS range on Mick, which is actually a good thing because it means that gives us a target that we can work towards while we're trying to make moves with DRS.
DRS will be active.
Alright, DRS is now enabled. So we need to keep our ERS in line for when that is enabled. And that'll be enabled on that back straight up towards the hairpin that's not a hairpin.
It's the hairpin that is not a hairpin, but also definitely not a hairpin.
Oh, 100% correct. Definitely not a hairpin.
And cannot be proved otherwise.
Right, we are going to initiate overtake mode here with Alonso. DRS open, overtake engaged, and this is going to be down the inside of Lance Stroll, who used to, of course, be in Aston Martin.
Good job.
Right, we're going to burn this ERS with Alonso. We are going to try and make these moves early. While we've got... we're going to make hay while the sun shines. DRS is going to be open any minute now. And we're not gaining on Bottas much. We are gaining on the McLaren, though. We've pulled out the slipstream. Can we make a move around the outside? I think we can. Excellent moves.
This is good.
Now Vettel looking like he could be lining up a move here. Oh, the McLaren is battling Alonso. It's still down the inside.
Aston Martin with a great play there.
Can't make the move stick, though. Oh, he's trying. He's trying to go around the outside.
If you need it.
Okay, copy.
Now Alonso deploying. Can he go around the outside of Bottas? Oh my god! Great racing! And it's not Bottas, it's Zhou. What a move by Fernando Alonso.
This is good. Come on.
But the fact that we can't see anything until like the other car's tyres emerge is a bit. Oh, hello.
I want to see a replay of that. That looked dicey. Look at that round the outside. Zhou tried to keep it, but up to the fast right-hander, he had no real solution other than to let us go through. Now what we need to try and do is we need to try and break away from the DRS. Yeah, Aston loving it. Alonso has done exactly what I needed him to. Now it is down to Vettel. Can he make hay while the sun shines? And can he now try and strike? Even though he is on harder tyres, that he is trying to get to last longer in this race. Because here is the problem. Alonso could be susceptible to DRS. I don't know if they're going to be able to pass Alonso. They might. And it doesn't look like they did. All right. Well, Alonso successfully defends, which is good. He just needs to push, so I need to utilize fuel and tyres to try and pull away, which might be hard. So we're going to deploy with Alonso here.
Use energy.
Copy.
Thankfully, with Vettel's positioning right now, we can actually see where Alonso is. Oh, Vettel going to try and make a similar move on Stroll. Can't quite get it done. However, he is moving into DRS range here. Oh! Right, Alonso seemingly is dropping Zhou, which is excellent news. And we're actually within DRS of Mick Schumacher. Will Alonso get DRS? He has utilised a lot of ERS. Oh, we have got DRS on Mick Schumacher. This is excellent. And now Vettel, can he get past Stroll? Do we have the top end speed to pass the Alpine?
You can stop.
Oh!
Yeah. Okay.
Not quite. It switches to the inside of turn 3, though.
Oh, what's going on here?
Can we make it into turn 4? Looks
Yee!
Vettel
Christ.
taking some grass. Oh, he's made a great move, though. Competitor ran wide. Who ran wide?
Well, that's good for them.
That's it.
By that, I mean good for us.
Perez, the race leader, ran wide. Oh,
Oh.
Vettel.
It's been quite.
He's on
aggressive,
the
isn't he?
outside. Oh, he's got the move made on the McLaren. No, he hasn't.
No, he hasn't. McLaren's still there.
Rick
Miss Multi-
Bobby.
With
The
his
old-
Google Chrome wheels.
The old Red Bull teammates battling it out. Is he still there?
Aston Martin with a
Oh, he's still there.
He's moved up a place.
Right, let's utilise the last of our ERS. And now we've got DRS.
Copy.
Excellent. Now harvest, Sebastian. Harvest. Excellent moves
We just need to charge up.
to get to where you are. And Alonso now stuck behind the Haas of Mick Schumacher, who has dropped off the back of the pack ahead.
This is good. Come on.
Right, we need to now get past Mick Schumacher. This is the car that I wanted to pass with Alonso. Because Alonso needs to use these soft compound tyres. Or these medium compound tyres. Look, I've already taken 10% more out of them than the cars up ahead that are just sitting in a train.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to start conserving these tyres, but I need to get past Mick first. He fakes to the right, goes to the left, down the inside. Right, excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent.
Okay.
Right, we now need you to...
P12.
Right, we now need Alonso to look after those tyres. That's the only problem.
Mm-hmm.
And he hasn't really got much ERS to play with, so he's going to be susceptible to DRS pushing from Mick. Let's hope that Alonso can utilise his wily old fox tactics. I don't think he will, though. Yeah. The Haas too fast in a straight line.
Yeah, I don't have that pace.
And Vettel's been overtaken.
Focus.
That's the only problem with Spain.
We can push more.
Right, so here's what I'm going to do. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to hold. We are going to hold. We're not going to overtake on that second straight. We're going to overtake on the main straight. Our tyres are nearly as worn as Perez's. That's not good. Right. We're going to get Alonso to overtake down the pit straight, and then we need him to start saving tyres. Like, it is crucial at this point. Reel him in and pass him. Reel him in and pass him. Don't. Nah, we've run out of battery. Alright. We're just going to have to sit behind him for a little while. We are just going to have to sit behind him for a while. Meanwhile, we jump on board with the other Aston. Alright, here's what I say we do. Let's harvest. Let's harvest some energy. Let's give it a couple of laps of just saving, harvesting. Don't fall out, Alonso. Don't fall out of range. Cling on to that DRS. That DRS is so critical to stay close. He's just hanging on. To be fair, no, Vettel's fallen out of DRS. There goes Stroll. That's frustrating. Alonso is just hanging in. But Mick is 6.5 seconds behind that pack ahead.
Take from Alpine.
Right,
We think we can lean on the tyres more.
we're gonna get close through this final sector, hopefully. Yeah, look at how much we've had to wear these tyres. Jesus. Right, here we go. This is the lap. We've got the ERS now. Right, now you're going to break the DRS. Vettel past Stroll again. That's good.
You're doing a good job.
Right, so now Alonso needs to break away from Mick. And they needs to start tyre saving. Because that's what they're all doing behind Russell. They're all in that line tyre saving. Whereas Alonso has had to push hard. We need to break DRS against Mick. That's our only option. We need to break DRS. So I think Vettel has had to lean on... Yeah, he's had to lean on his hard tyres a lot.
So back off.
We've not been able... We've not been able to break DRS. I mean, we got far ahead, but we haven't been able to break it. No, I don't think a one-stop is on the cards today. I'll be honest. I don't think a one-stop is on the cards today. Vettel didn't get through either.
Oof.
He's trying. Can he line up Zhou for a pass later on? Answer is no. Guess we'll have to go again next time round. No, Mick's going to get us this time. Yeah, we're going to be a sitting duck to Mick.
Oof.
We've got no ERS. There is literally no defense. Look at it.
It upsets me.
It upsets me as well. I wish we could do more, but sadly we can't.
Haas with an
Vettel also didn't get through again.
Ugh.
We seem to basically be stuck where we are. Right, Vettel with a great move there on Joe. Only... Whoa! Hello! Hello, Zhou Guan Yu. You didn't want to give it up. Oh, what are you doing, Seb? You could have had him on the outside.
position
Ugh.
gained for Alfa Romeo.
I've let Alonso just fall out of mixed DRS. Magnussen passes Russell.
Alpine just advanced.
Yeah, they did. Right. Yeah, and we're gonna fast forward now. I don't think really at this point we can do much more. Like I tried getting past Mick and breaking the DRS, and it didn't work. Sadly, Perez has made his first pit stop. He came out 5th, and Perez has spun. He's having a bit of a nightmare of a race, really. I'm probably gonna have to convert this to a 2-stop with Alonso. Yeah, because he's been caught and passed now by Stroll.
All right.
So he's been.
That's a good overtake.
Is it worth to try and start bringing them in now, or is
No,
it too soon
it's
still?
way too soon. The car just isn't fast enough. Like, at this point, we are held back by the performance of the car. I thought we might be able to do something with strategy, but, I mean...
What can you do to improve the car's performance?
build better parts.
That's all we can do in this season, at least.
Yeah, basically. We've now got past the Renault again. Or the Alpine, rather, I should say.
Martin with a great play there.
But we're just going to get overtaken again on the pit straight. Yep. No, we didn't get past, actually. Oh, no, we did. We did. Just trying to get our medium tyre wear back on track, in all honesty. At this point, Alonso is running 8th, which is good, but that's because cars around us have pit. We are getting pulled along by Stroll a little bit, in all honesty, which is pretty nice. So let's keep getting pulled along by Stroll. Meanwhile, Vettel's just going to keep plummeting down the order.
Looks like Aston Martin have just gained a race position.
Going to get Vettel to push now.
And McLaren with a great overtake.
Let's see if we can hang with Norris and keep up with that pack ahead. Right, Russell's got through the pack.
For Mercedes.
Right, so we've done a lot of laps there. Vettel has not been able to keep up with Norris. He has fallen back. But let's keep pushing with him. Meanwhile, Alonso, he's still behind Stroll. And Stroll has kind of been pulling us along a little bit here while we've been able to retain our tyre wear a little bit. We are due to pit in a couple of laps. As I say that, Bottas is now attacking us. So let's
use overtake.
bump some overtake.
Copy.
Let's have a scrap through this final sector, and then we might just pass the Alpine, or rather the Alfa Romeo. Oh, the Alpine goes wide!
Still a lot to play for.
Looks like there's been a lockup.
Did Bottas? Oh, Bottas also got DRS. That's frustrating. Right, well, let's go neutral. Man, Stroll lost out heavily there. Right, the pit window has been entered. Let's now maximum everything with Alonso. We're going to pit in a couple of laps. Right, we're going to come in this lap. Hard tyre. Man, Ocon comes past. It is proved to be an absolute nightmare. Vettel has been pushing for a couple of laps and he hasn't really seen any benefit, really. Let's keep going. Alonso's fallen out of points contention. But he is going to be on a fresh set of tyres after this pit stop. So we'll see maybe where Alonso can feed himself out into. Let's have a look at what the boys can do. Where are we going to come back out? That is the question. What is it? It's 2.7. It's not bad. Where are we going to come out? Who are we going to be around? Zhou passes us. Are we going to be ahead of Daniel Ricciardo? Survey says yes, just about. Oh, they're all on mediums. Can they all get to the end of the race on a set of mediums? That's the question. Maybe. Let's have a look at lap times. So Vettel's in the 26s. Vettel is slow right now. Alonso, he is on a lap. He doesn't look like he's closing in on Zhou, really. Mick Schumacher catching Vettel. Alonso is in the 24s, to be fair. So Alonso's doing okay in terms of his lap time. We'll push him a little bit, actually. We'll up his pace a tiny bit. Schumacher overtakes Vettel. Pit window is in one lap with Seb. So we just need to elongate with Sebastian as much as possible, sadly. Pit window has been entered. Ricciardo and Alonso are sharing a very similar piece of tarmac, as you can see.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Ricciardo doesn't seem to be able... Apparently we overtook Ricciardo. I don't recall us losing the position. Oh, wow. This is why. Side by side. Look at that. Excellent racing.
Gaining a position there. Oh, they make it look so easy.
That's what Alonso does. Good racer. I think we're basically waiting for a safety car at the moment.
Looks like that was a position gained for Alfa Romeo.
working what we're doing?
Yes, it is indeed working. I have faith. We're pitting next lap anyway, Seb, so, you know, calm down. We've got this all under control. Under control, he says. This is the exact opposite of under control. Right, come in for a set of mediums, pit this lap.
Okay, happy to lift and coast.
Copy.
Here comes Daniel Ricciardo. And he has passed Fernando Alonso. No, he hasn't. Alonso sends it down the inside. Oh, Alonso's now up behind Vettel, though. This is a problem. Let's, Oh, what are we? Oh, we're letting the leader through. Okay. We're letting another leader through. Okay, we are. Whoa! We're letting the leader through, and Ricciardo manages to sneak through.
Icky fuck.
And he's also got past Vettel. As Vettel also, you know.
McLaren gain a position.
All right. Well, we tried. Right now, to be honest, I just kind of want to get this race over with.
Don't blame you.
Hey, how long's the pit stop? 2.8 with Vettel? Excellent. Are we well ahead of the Williams? Yes, we are. We are well ahead of the Williams. And let's just run on neutral till the end of the race, because quite frankly, I had a good feeling about this race. My good feeling about this race was heavily misplaced.
It was probably that belch you let out before the stream started.
Maybe. Maybe. We are basically waiting for a miracle here. For anything good to happen. So, I'm going to leave it to go on Alonso, and I'm going to pee. So, you know, Alonso, overtake Ricciardo. Maybe. Hopefully. Who knows?
Okay.
I'm all tied up in wire. Oh, God, I'm literally tied up in wires. There we go. That's better. I'll return. Chair, entertain.
And that's your show. Okay. Trying to regain a position from Ricardo, but he's suspending us off. Yeah, we'll have to try and get him next time. You know, Vettel is doing Vettel things.
Did I miss anything, Sign? No, of course I didn't.
Not a whole lot. I mean, Alonso did try and take a position from Ricardo, but he didn't quite get it.
Unfortunate. Alright, well. Signs in the pits. Yellow flag, sector 1. Looks like some pit stops are occurring. Alonso did overtake Ricciardo. Excellent work. And then Ricciardo just took him straight back again, because of course they did. Hey, we've lapped Latifi though.
And McLaren with a great Straight over.
Does that mean that we're fast enough to lap a Williams, or does it mean the Williams is slow enough to get lapped by us?
Honestly, I don't know.
More cars in the pits, doing their two-stop strategy. Mick Schumacher up to 7th. That's where we were at one point.
Looks like Aston Martin have just gained a race position.
Still battling away with Ricciardo. At least that tyre wear's got back on track a little bit. Where's Vettel? Vettel was just in his own little world. Like, Vettel's just had truly a shocking race. Oh, hello, it's on the Ferraris. Perez now leads the race again. With 15 laps to go, what tyres is everyone on? It's a lot of soft tyres. There's a lot of soft tyres. Yeah, 2 stops looks like it was the way to go. As Alonso is passed by Ricciardo again.
McLaren gain a position.
Stroll in for a second pit stop. Hey, Vettel passes both of them. Good job, Sebastian. Seb, let's push a little bit. Oh, Ricciardo pits. Yeah, Seb passes Ricciardo. Have a look at previous lap times. What are our previous lap times? 1:24.0 for Alonso, 1:23.4 for Vettel. I'm trying to do something. I'm just trying to... Alonso's got Zhou bearing down on him. Zhou is now up behind Fernando Alonso. We're pushing with Alonso, but I'm sure Zhou will be passed sooner rather than later. I'm sure it's a similar story with Vettel and Ricciardo, who's now up behind him. Here he comes, look, DRS, watch this. Maybe not.
No.
Didn't actually get through. Meanwhile, Vettel has been overtaken by Ricciardo. I know that was into turn 1, so I'm just not going to watch the replay as Alonso goes wide. It's fine though. What we're going to do is we're going to stay within. We're going to get DRS. Watch this. Here we go. DRS, ERS. Oh my god. That soft tyre is ludicrously potent at this point in the Grand Prix. Well, you know, we're not gonna be able to contend with that. Guess we'll just go back down to standard, go back down to balanced. As for Vettel, Vettel's trying. Vettel hasn't given up.
A few times.
It's now Vettel trying to overtake the McLaren. Oh, round the outside? No. Maybe through this section. With DRS. Round the outside again. Oh, it's an excellent attempt. Then it turns to the inside. Then it turns to the inside again. Where's the detection point, you might ask? I don't know.
We have low batteries.
Side by side down the straight.
Ooh.
Who has DRS? We do, apparently, even though the rear wing is closed. Here comes Lance Stroll. Amazing.
Aston Martin with a great play there. They've moved up a
I do kind of want to watch that. Let's see what the game thinks of that. Oh, it was just literally, yup.
Sebastian Vettel.
Meow.
Gaining a position.
All right. Well, we already saw that. We're gonna lose out to Stroll and Ricciardo at some point anyway. We're gonna drop to 17th. There's no ifs and or buts about it. We've already lost out to Stroll. No, we haven't lost out to Ricardo yet. Yellow flag, sector 2. Nothing interesting happens though.
Feels like a spin.
Hamilton spun, that was about it. Alonso is nailed on for 14th. It's can Vettel retain 16th? Probably not. The answer is going to be no down the straight as Ricardo gets through. Yellow flag, sector 2. Albon has a spin by the looks of it.
And McLaren with a great overtake. Was that a lock-up on the track?
Alright, final lap. Looks like Sergio Perez is going to... Sergio Perez is going to win this race from Charlie Boy Leclerc, who's going to take 3 points out of Max Verstappen, who has Carlos Sainz breathing down his neck. Hamilton's 1 lifetime behind. Russell is a 2nd lifetime behind him. Then we've got Ocon, who's a lifetime behind. Bottas challenging Ocon for 7th. Magnussen challenging the McLaren potentially. Here we go. Will Bottas get Ocon down the straight into turn 1? I'm just now going to watch other people's races because they're way more interesting than mine. Oh, compares 1. They're not even going to get a chance as Ocon beats Bottas to the line. And it'll be the same with Norris and Magnussen.
Perez has crossed the line first.
Good job, Checo. Good job. Alonso now has Lance Stroll for company. We've got DRS off the back of a Mercedes. We are just going to beat Lance Stroll to the flag. How are their tyres looking? Yeah, their tyres are getting kind of worn. Though those Mercedes tyres are looking even more worn. I think we're just going to deploy and push out of the final corner.
Copy.
Oh, will Stroll beat us to the line? No. It's 14th and 17th.
That's checkered flag.
Okay. That was awful. That was absolutely awful.
So that is checkered flag, but you can keep pushing.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Update.
Yeah.
Copy that, just take all the pickup.
I think everyone's a little bit sorry after that one. I don't think Vettel's got anything to apologise for. I don't think we've got anything to apologise for. I think just all in all, race sucked. I do think the 2-stop was probably a better way to go.
Yeah.
But
Fernando Alonso had a good race.
no, I disagree. I think Alonso had a terrible race. I think Aston Martin had a terrible race. Perez wins it. I mean, granted, yeah, like Alonso gained 2 places, Vettel gained 1 place, but you know, what did we really benefit out of this data view? Oh, what's data view? Lap history. Interesting. Tyre history. Ooh. Yeah, you can see everyone else basically all doing the same thing. And then there's us. Like, yep.
Yeah.
The 1-stop sticking out like a sore thumb there. Even the guys that started on hard tyres did 2 stops. Alright, well. Anyway, driver standings wise, Max Verstappen still leads now, but by only 4 points from Charles Leclerc, who is 10 points ahead of Carlos Sainz. So all 3 of those drivers... No, sorry, Max has already broken 100 points, but now Leclerc and Sainz join him. Russell overtakes Bottas, and Alonso is still 9th, and Mick Schumacher, because of a... He hasn't got points, but because of a better finishing position, now overtakes Sebastian Vettel. Constructors-wise, Ferrari still lead the way, but Red Bull gained 11 points on them. Yep. Yup, experience. Good. Good. Nice. Yes. Welcome to the Depression Grand Prix.
Yeah.
We got very familiar with the Depression Grand Prix in Motorsport Manager. And hey, look, Monaco in 4 days. Difficult race. They're disappointed the team performed below expectation. Yeah, me too. I too am disappointed the team performed below expectation. But hey, Monaco next time out. Tell you what, we do need a front wing. Let's do a manufacturing project of our front wing. I think we need 2 of these. We need 2 more front wings. We don't need them like... I'd like them rushed. 4 days? Okay, we'll both get backups by the Monaco Grand Prix. That's
Okay.
perfect. Yeah, that's fine. So, and our underfloor is completed by Monaco. So after Monaco, we'll be able to start another project. What happened to us? You're agreeing with the staff. What happened to us? Because... What do you want me to say? It was a dreadful race. Yes, I know I normally, like, you know, say, no, I disagree and all that, this, that, and the other. But quite frankly, that was the pain.
Yeah, that was a poor one.
That was the pain Grand Prix. That Grand Prix took place at Circuit de Catalunya in pain. There was no Spain. There was just pain. Now, Monaco hopefully will be better. Hopefully. We'll see. Now, here is the silver lining, all right? I had a good feeling about Spain, and we did terribly. Well, I have a terrible feeling about Monaco. So I think we'll be in a good position. We do have money in the bank, lots of money in the bank, and hopefully we can bounce back. But that will, of course, be next time, because I need to drop off and sort out some mortgage paperwork. So, if you did enjoy, leave a like down below, comment any feedback as well. That would be superb. And subscribe and enable those notifications to be kept up to date with the content that comes to the channel. Do please, of course, as well, check out the description for Twitter, Discord, and the team channel. That lovely, lovely Discord telling you all of those notifications for when we go live, be it this channel, Mike's channel, team channel, anywhere. Monaco's more of a low-speed track. Exactly. That's why I'm hoping we do. I'm hoping we do well. But if I say we're going to do terribly, the game might take pity on me. Because I feel like after Miami, where we got 5th, I think the game was trying to kick me in the nuts this race. So
That's about right.
as a reminder, be like, know your place, Aston Martin.
Know your place, Simon.
Yeah.
Says.
Yeah, exactly. But maybe we'll do okay. Of course, you know, like I say, I'm positive about the underfloor design coming through. Not for Monaco, but we can then, you know, design the new underfloor for both cars and then start another project to try and play towards our car's strength. We will see, because there's some tracks coming up that I'm not overly confident in, like Azerbaijan. Not really confident about Azerbaijan. Like, it's all straight line, speed, McSpeed. You know, so look at straight sections, which is considered, you know, top speed orientated. That's most of the track. And as much as I love Canada, it's going to be similar, you know. Maybe focus one new part as the next objective, one part aim for a massive improvement. True. We'll see. We will see. But yeah, that'll do it till next time. Hopefully, you know, we're seeing some success, or, you know, looking at least better by the latter part of the season. To be honest, I know there is one of the more prominent F1 creators in the space. Is also doing Aston Martin. I think they did it by choice, and they are still struggling, like, you know, in the second, third of the championship. But that's just, you know, it's by the by. Like, you're not supposed to be winning races by the end of season 1. It's a long-term game. We're gonna have to just suck it up for a little while.
Indeed.
But we will bid you adieu, stay safe, stay happy, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.